talk about
Yeah.
Shalom, with the real Hebrew Israelites will come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom called America, aka Babylon the Great. We're going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh. And the double honors to the apostles because of the truth they taught us that set us free once we're in the worst captivity ever imagined. So, obviously, we're in captivity, right? It's a struggle, right? But a struggle isn't something new to Israelite. So the first struggle we're going to talk about is Jacob's struggle when he was fighting with the angel. If anybody knows that, what's that? And then we'll take it from there. So, and there's a lot of struggles. But, you know, the thing is, their struggles are meant to make you stronger. So, I'm going to go to Genesis, and that's where I'm going to be at. But we're going to talk about the struggle. Every time we struggle with anything, it's actually, somebody get Ephesians 6 and 12. And anytime we struggle, it's with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's a struggle. Because Jacob struggled with the angel, changed his name to Israel. That's the important part. That's the whole point of the story. But the woman also struggled with the angel called Satan in the garden. She fucking failed. She failed, and that's what my story. That's what my lesson is about. The comparison of the struggle makes you stronger, not weak. And if you take a look at Yahushai's struggle, that was the hardest struggle anyone had to go through because the devil was tempting him while he was in the worst condition possible.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's when the devil swoops in.
That's when the devil swoops in.
You know.
All right. So let's get Ephesians 6 and 12.
Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places."
So that's what we're facing. Right? We're facing all that stuff, and we're doing pretty good, right? It might feel like we're losing, and we most definitely are losing. That's part of the fight. But between man and women, who fights the best when it comes to struggles?
Men do, man.
The men do, right? The women aren't meant to struggle. That's why they can't have a hard conversation with you. And I'm going to just use this one topic about me personally, me and my wife. So there was a situation, we got in a fight, but the Lord did something magical. He put the spirit on my woman to hide the keys to our challenger. And that was physical evidence, right? So she got the key. She didn't know I was there because I went into my son's room. I was mad and I was playing video games. She thought I left because she heard the door close. So she was like, "Hey, you want to get out of here? Get the fuck out!" And she didn't know I was there. That's when they get brave. When they think you're gone. "I don't fucking like you, mom." Whatever she said, okay, I said, "Fine, you're mad, you're upset. It's cool." But she got the keys and then you ain't driving my fucking car. And she hit him. But she forgot that she hit him. That's the miracle. And then I told her, "Hey, where you going?" Because I seen her get the keys. She got all surprised and she didn't know I was there. And I said, "Hey, I need the keys. It's time for us to go pick up the boys. Because my son's going to go hang out with their sister. We went fishing with her." And that was a miracle. Because she was like, "Oh, you had it left, you drove it left." I go, "Yeah, I did drive it left. Remember, you grabbed the keys and you were saying this and that. And I seen you hide them." And her face turned fucking red. And she realized that if that's what she fucking did. And that's the struggle for a woman. You don't have any accountability. So the Lord forced her to be accountable. Bitch, you lost your own car keys. Your own car keys. You don't even know where your car keys were. And then she found them. And guess what she said? "I know you put them there because you were the last one to drive." fuck would I put them there? My keys always go on this side. So no matter what happens during that struggle, a woman, no matter how good she is to you, she's not. She's not.
Well, didn't with Solomon, right? They didn't say there's no. And what did it say? 1,000 men, you only found one good, but in a woman, you didn't find none. Not
a damn. Now that was a point that I had to make, and that's my struggle. Guess what? I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I know I had to work on this. I know, and it makes it easier. But the miracle was, she was forced to acknowledge her actions because I didn't hide those fucking keys, and she couldn't find those fucking keys. And I had to remind her, look, you did it. You did it. This is what happened. This is what you did. And then the next day, when everything was said and done, I told her, you remember about the keys? And then I let another day pass by and I go, you remember about the keys? And then now it's a joke, right? Do you remember about the keys? But the point is, the woman, when she struggles, she builds a false narrative.
Yeah. You do that shit, man.
They lie like a motherfucker.
Like, how come you just don't hold yourself accountable and some shit, man? Because you know what? A real man will hold himself accountable. Oh, you know what? I did do that. I did fuck up.
Yeah.
You know?
And now on another part, I was, for the reality part, I was like, yeah, I did drive it. But I didn't hide the key. And the Lord had my back with the facts. Because a woman will make shit up, right? So let's get that struggle between Jacob and the angel, and I'll demonstrate how a man acts when he's facing adversity.
This is Genesis 32:22, and the title, it says, Jacob wrestles with the Most High. It says with the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, and he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 women servants and his 11 sons and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them and sent them over the brook and sent over that Gad. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day.
Oh my God, that's too much to break down. Let's try it. You know, first thing, Jacob has multiple women, right? We can have multiple women. That's the oldest struggle in the book.
It's like they didn't talk back to him when he told them. I noticed that when he told them like to go over there, they didn't talk back to him. They just listened.
Because they know that he's Jacob. God loves him.
Yeah. Because they didn't say, oh, the wives talked back and told him why or this. They go over there. He said goes over there. They go over there.
Now let's go into 2025, the year we're living in right now, the year of our Lord. Try to tell your woman anything. Try to tell her, change the channel. You're gonna fight for like 30 minutes, the show's gonna be over, and she's gonna blame you for her missing the show.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
But he had 2 wives and
Both
2
missing.
maid servants, 2 women servants, 2 wives, and 11 kids. That's a whole bunch of responsibility. So what does the man do? The man is taking care of his responsibility. He's like, man, Esau's gonna come and try to kill me.
That's right, yeah.
He was running from Laban. So he was having a bad time with his father-in-law. He was having a bad time with his own brother. We were having a bad time with, aren't we having a bad time? We're having a bad time. He's having a bad time with his car. He's having a bad time with, I'm having a bad time with my woman. It's a bad time. It's time to have a bad time. You know what?
But the Lord, we're all together, man.
Yeah.
Like, we came together, you know.
And this lesson is going to be so beautiful. It's going to hit home, right? So now Jacob told the women and the children, go. You got to go cross the brook. You got to go. Because he had it planned out already. Look at him. If Esau sees them by themselves, he's going to ask them for them. And he's going to say, oh, my brother should be here real short. So he'll let him pass. And his plan worked out. A woman can't make no goddamn plan. and the woman's cash register person. Oh, can I get 5 ones? And then she'll be like, okay. Can I give you 4 quarters? But you said, can I get 5 ones? And then you'd be like, oh no, I'd rather have 5 ones. And she'll be like, but I need the ones. The thing is disobedience is so natural for them. They think it's a natural. They think we want to fight.
But some women live on fighting.
That's exactly.
They like that drama.
That's exactly where I'm going. You know, but guess what? You're lying women because you'll say, "Oh, I want a man that's chill. Oh, I want a man that's."
For their 2 points.
But they're 2 points. But you want to tell them what to do. That's what you want to tell them. But Jake told me 4 women what to do. And they all loved him.
They're going to have that many kids, bro. And they didn't. Well,
and then the women,
right? It's a car. They said, well, they hired, be for hire. So it's like, you know what I mean?
And those were righteous women.
Yeah.
Those were righteous women, man. They were like, yeah, you're my Lord. Try to tell your woman to call you Lord. Good fucking luck. Ain't nobody gonna get that.
Not even people that are with money, though, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna have their wife. They're not gonna call them Lord.
And even if they do, it's just because of the money.
Exactly.
But remember, Jacob didn't have no goddamn money. He had skill. He had skill.
Goes to do.
And how did he get Rachel and Leah? He moved that fucking rock. He was 13, a big giant rock out of the well. Hey, can you feed my...
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Now, what wasn't said? What wasn't said is how Rachel was like, God damn, he's strong.
Strong as hell.
He's strong. And now, we're going to get to the struggle. So, Jacob, can you read that again? Let's focus on the part where Jacob struggled with it.
Genesis 32:24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day.
But that the title of that story is called Jacob Wrestles with the Most High. Right? But that wasn't actually Yahweh. That was Yahweh Shai.
Jacob wrestled with the angels.
He was wrestling with Yahweh Shai.
Alahaya.
So it was all the angels, all the powers. Not only was he wrestling one angel, everybody was watching. All the angels were watching. That's not the first time he had an interaction. Remember Jacob's battle?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, when he was asleep. Or yeah.
So now we're going to talk about men, and now this is the part where most of the men that don't claim to be Israelites are probably going to want to delete themselves. If you can't handle the fucking struggle, you're not really chosen, man. So let's go to the fight.
Okay, I'll keep reading. And when Genesis 32:25, and when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint.
Okay, now that's bad. That hurt right here. That one right hurts. Remember I told you guys that this is what you did? You grabbed them like this, and boom. That was the technique. Okay, and my teacher showed me that. So he turned the shoulder. So it's martial arts. And that was the angel. He's like, man, I can't fucking beat this kid.
He was wrestling him all day.
All day.
Till the breaking of the day. Till the sun came up.
The sun came up, right? Yeah. So imagine all day.
So what does that mean for a man? That means we fucking struggle all fucking day. We'll struggle. Nobody will fucking care. We'll struggle. And then the hollow of his hip, and then he was fucking hurt. Well, guess what? My hip hurts a lot. That's hereditary. Guess who? We passed that down spiritually. Because now, guess who gets hurt a lot? It's you get hurt in your hip. So the angel's like, I can't beat this dude. I have to fuck him up.
Find a strategy in order for him to go, you know?
Because the angel wasn't trying to fuck him up. He was just struggling with him, doing his job.
The angel actually said, let me go, but Jacob wouldn't let him go.
Yeah.
Because it says on this next one, verse 26, and he said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh." And he said, "I will not let thee go, except thou bless me."
There you go.
He wanted that blessing.
That's right. And he's gonna give it.
See, oh, so anyway, that's the thing. He actually followed the blessing. Esau's a bitch ass here, you know, because he
wants to steal the blessing.
yeah.
All right. Everybody, give yourself a round of applause because that is a lesson. We're fighting for our blessing.
Yeah, it makes sense because Esau couldn't wake a bull couldn't even walk him out in our shoes, man. Esau lost his job, or he done himself, man. You know what I'm saying though? So it's like Esau wouldn't be able to walk them out in our in our shoes though, man. You know, that's why Esau gave the blessed let's see, what did Jacob say? Yeah, he sold it. The birthright though. You know? All for what? Some fucking raw ass fucking what soup or Sonic, whatever it was.
Yeah.
All for that though, really.
But don't get it twisted. Esau's a dangerous motherfucker, but he's a sensitive ass bitch too.
Yeah, no, that's what he is. Yeah, sensitive. It's like a fucking
Like a fucking hyena.
That's like a crackhead.
That, see, the Lord is blessing. The Lord is blessing this camp because we all understand the same fucking thing. But we're good. We're golden. Now we're trying to help y'all. So, man is struggling all fucking day. The day represents your life. Because a man's
if you
life,
make it out throughout that day.
a man's life is but a fucking day. It ain't nothing, man, but a fucking day. But the Lord's watching these guys. He's not gonna let that shit. Jacob didn't even let God beat him. Alahayim. That's what it says, right? That's God. That's power. That's one of the gods. Imagine wrestling all fucking day.
But you join now. Still wrestling.
Oh my God.
That shit, my motherfucker hurts, man. I never had it happen to me, but I heard that shit really
It
out of
fucking,
socket.
I can promise you, my friends.
Yeah.
It hurts so much. I was stuck in bed.
Down probably hurts.
It fucking hurts. 24/7. The whole fucking time it hurts.
Because they came out of socket, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. Imagine that, though.
That is joint.
Imagine you're fighting.
Yeah.
And then that's a technique. Boom. He turned your shoulder this way. Or, he turned his shoulder this way and his hip was exposed. And he popped it out.
Popped it out, yeah.
Ow! Wow! But guess what? Jake's so fucking strong. How many times have you hit yourself with the fucking hammer and be like, oh, I gotta keep going?
Yeah.
How many times have you banged your fucking shin and you, oh, I gotta keep going? What about when you bite yourself and you're eating something? Keep going? What about when you get hit in the nuts? Can you keep going?
When you get up and, fight still?
I can tell you right now, man, that's the worst fucking pain, man. I had a skateboarding incident. I got a credit card and split my scrotum. I got the scar to prove. I hope none of you want to see it. The worst pain ever, and I looked it up, and I said, what is the worst pain in that? Imagine, and me and my woman had this argument. No, it's having a baby. It's having a baby. I said, no, it's not. Let's look it up. And the worst imaginable pain, according to how much pressure it takes to cause that pain, is testicle. And I went like this, my legs went boom, and I jumped up. I jumped off with my nuts. Boom! Ah! And then when I came down,
yeah.
That fucking hurts, bro.
Yeah, because even when I used to play handball, though, and remember they passed the ball, that shit hit like my left nut, but boom.
Oh.
And he was like, come here to where the tripod's at, right? I was paying attention, and they hit it. Oh, man. I was sweating in my forehead, bro. I got a second button right here. Yeah.
But guess what? That's to build you up. I mean, dude, man, if you're, like the book says, if you're going to follow Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, prepare yourself for temptation at the worst fucking time. So that struggle between,
Genesis 32:27. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High and with men, and hast prevailed.
You literally said the name right there. That's Raleigh, It's power.
Read that, dude. That's beautiful.
And he said, thy name, and he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be no more called Jacob, but Israel.
That's a beautiful thing. You know what that name means? He, Prince of the Power.
Because it said, for as a prince hast thou power with the Most High.
That is self-explanatory,
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I would say, yeah.
All of
Like
you
you
brothers
said.
have power. Everybody in GMS has power. You know what? Some people in IUIC have power, the sincere ones. Everybody that's sincere about this truth has power. But you don't know how to use it. I don't know how to fucking use it. He doesn't want you to learn how to use it. He wants you to fucking suffer.
Yeah, you have to, though.
You have to suffer.
You have to suffer.
And you know what the worst suffering is for a man? Let's say for me, period, exactly, is the Lord does mean stuff to me. He'll make a beautiful young woman jump in my life, and I can't resist. And I'll tell myself, don't fucking talk to her. But guess what? I'm fucking talking to her 5 minutes later. And I'm saying crazy shit. Like, how many kids you want to have? Like, goddamn. Like, but that's not me. That's my what's it called, my instincts. I want to have more kids. I want to have more women. Jacob had it, you know, why can't I have it? Well, that's another struggle. But it's not important if I get it or not. But the thing is, it's devastating when you have a conversation and you realize it's 15 minutes.
Yeah, then you realize it's not even going to go nowhere with it, bro.
But that it's the beauty part that fucking gets you. It's a kick in the nuts. Like every fucking time. And what makes it worse,
And it goes to show that in us, though, that we're meant to have more.
we're meant to have more than one.
Because it comes naturally, though. You know how Jake be, be able to talk conversation with someone in the store, someone walking by, though, like there's a deep conversation, though. Was meant to us, though, and they gravitate to us because they know we have something special. They don't know what it is, but it's something.
And that's the worst part because they'll be like, they'll do all the signs of body language. They'll lean in, they'll be like this, attention. Yeah, they do everything making you think, oh, this bitch likes me. Yeah. And they fucking do. But guess what? You have a conversation, and there's whole question. Don't you have a mind? And I'm like, yeah, but
Right there.
It's like this is happening naturally. You know?
Like, don't you feel it? Like,
don't you? I know you feel it because you're allowing it. Right? And then there's the other, and that's a white girl. So I gravitate to white girl. And then there's a Mexican girl. Man, this girl will fucking be way the fuck over there. She'll come real close, do her job like and I'm like, whoa.
So you over there? Yeah.
But that's dangerous because we click, actually. We have a lot in common. And I don't want to tell her shit like that because she'll jump on it. And you know who else wants to jump on it? Black girl. But that's dangerous because she's fertile as fuck. You just want to be loved and everything. But she'll give you like 15 fucking kids.
Yeah.
For real, you'll have a basketball team. But that's her job, right? And then she won't understand that that's her job. She'll just think you're a fucking creep. Well, that's an internal struggle. That's an everyday struggle for thousands of years. So guess what? Now I gotta be like, and it's not that bad. Oh, fuck it. I don't care. But you have to have something to replace that want, that need, that feeling. Just like the angel said, let me go. And Jacob said, I'll let you go. Fucking bless you. So we gotta replace that want with something like the word, the Bible. And I realized it to myself, Moses was he was a rich prince at first, right? And then he realized he was an Israelite, and then he chose to be poor.
I got that.
He chose to be poor. So you have to choose your fucking struggle, brother. Go for it.
Hebrews 11 and August 24. It says, by faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. 25. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of God than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season. He chose the affliction with the people of God.
And I'm not trying to put. This is all in the spirit. You should already know me. I'm not gonna make a lesson. I like it when the Lord inspires me.
Rolling with the spirit, man.
Rolling with the spirit.
Yeah, with the spirit.
Moses said, I'm gonna fucking give up this shit. How many rich men do you know can do that? None of them. But
Moses
did.
was an Israelite, man.
Moses was an Israelite, a man of integrity.
There you go.
So we have to be men of integrity. We gotta choose the poor fucking. We gotta be fucking. It sucks. I tell you, man, it sucks. Because the devil, he knows what we like. He knows how to fucking.
Either like women, or he gives the woman, or you know that he likes that you like certain type of foods or drinks, so you know, and he'll use it against you. You use your own wife at home, and you use your own wife at home to be, you know.
Let's get Matthew 10 and 34. And then we'll go to Matthew 4 to talk about the Lord's struggle. Because now we're done talking about our struggle is physical, spiritual, intense. But like Ephesians said, we struggle not against flesh and blood, but the powers and principalities, rulers of this dark world. Yeah? So Satan's that angel we're struggling with. He'll be like, oh yeah, motherfucker, you think you can beat me? And then he'll throw 22-year-old. I thought she was 30. I was like, hey, so you're gonna go home and take your kids in? She was like, I'm only 22, and I was like, stop talking to her.
Yeah, that's
You're
even
fervent.
more. Yeah, even more. Yeah.
But guess what? That was all Satan. Trying to trick me up. Fuck, you're doing too good. You understand too much in the Bible. You got too much power. Your sons are praying. Your fucking whole family's praying.
The household, yeah.
Your whole house believes in Yahweh. Now you got two brothers on.
You gotta go to camp. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're doing good. Oh yeah, their family's praying. You're the best fucking opponent I ever had, Sam. Fuck.
But the thing is, he's just doing his job.
And he's just doing his job. But
Can't get mad saying it.
You can't even get married. That's exactly right. So, you know, let's get Matthew 10 and 34 and get ready to
Matthew 10 and 34, it says, think not that I come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Man, the sword is a fucking sword. And that sword, guess who that sword is? It's Satan. Satan is that sword. He told you. I don't think I came to bring peace. But what did they say in the Christian church? Peace be unto you, my brothers. Now let's go to Matthew 4. Start talking about the houses. And then I'm gonna open your motherfucking eyes with this one. I'm gonna just say it right now because Yahushua was struggling with Satan, right? That's Satan's job to make you fucking question yourself. And Jacob is struggling with an angel. And these are two angels right here. Two angels fucking fighting it out. Intense fucking fight. Intense. But first let's talk about Yahushua. Yahushua's battle was for us. That's a real king.
Yeah, not for the whole world, just for Israel, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
And there's a lot of things that are in the Bible that we go to, but it'll deviate. He said a lot, I didn't come for the whole world, I came for them.
Exactly.
I pray not for the world, I pray for them.
Yep.
You know not what you worship, salvation is for the Jews. I didn't come for everybody, I came for the lost sheep of Israel.
There's so many, though.
So many.
So many, man.
So while you're having your struggle, brethren, and you'll have different struggles, the stronger you get, the stronger and more intense your fight will be. And it's just part of the trial. You said you wanted to try out, right? When you first saw the apostles, you were like, wow, I won't be like that. But you never thought about how hard it was going to be.
I got a picture of it.
Go for it.
Revelation 10 and 9, it says, then I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book, the Bible. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. So yeah, finding out that you're an Israelite, you know, it's sweet, you know, it's good. Oh man, like you're saying, you see the apostles, like, I want to keep doing what they're doing, you know, and things like that. That's all sweet. But then the bitter part starts to happen, though. You're like, oh man, are you still gonna be in this though? Because it's not a, you know, it's sweet, yeah, that you find out you're an Israelite. You know who the devil is. You can have more, you know, more than one woman. All those things are sweet. Don't get it wrong though. But then the walk though, continue your walking though, it's better because it's like, oh shit, I gotta deal with this and that.
Your brother's right, because you're the only one living in that reality.
You're your own enemy.
You're your own enemy.
You're your own enemy.
And the worst part is, people will kick you when you're down. They won't kick you when you're up, because you're strong when you're up. They'll wait till you're down. They won't do a fucking thing until they find out that you like a certain thing. Oh, you like life, well, why is so many bad things happen? And then you'll say stuff like, is it 45 to 7? You got your weapons ready because you've been fighting so long. Right?
The Christians like to use say, well, that's the Old Testament. Yeah, Yahweh Shai knew he's all about peace and love. But then anyway, I just read Matthew 7:34. Think not that I can bring peace, but a sword.
Right.
And that's that's Yahweh Shai saying that, you know, because it's in red. So you see what I'm saying? So the Christians try to use Yahweh Shai as an excuse. So it's gonna be peaceful, this and that. The Old Testament was violent though, but the New Testament is Yahweh Shai. It's not. It's violent. It's not violent.
Oh, bullshit, man.
Bullshit. Because it tells you
how did he die?
Yeah, he died. Yeah, exactly. How did he before he died though?
It wasn't peaceful.
It was peaceful. And then Revelation 1 and 7 says he's coming with the clouds. And every what? When it said every
well,
why?
Fucking
Exactly.
you see, this is a beautiful conversation, and it's based on understanding of the scriptures, based on understanding your own culture. You won't understand the scriptures until you understand that the outside is there. Go to Exodus 15 and 3. It says, Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. War is a struggle. You're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. And then Ephesians 6 and 12 will tell you, you're not struggling alone. I'm making you fight. You know? So you got to fight your own urges. You know how hard it is to fight your own urges? Like you tell yourself, don't talk to me. But then you talk to her. And then she'll say all the things you want to hear. And then you'll start to tell her what you want. But remember this, and this is the key part. While you're asking her questions about her, how many fucking times did she ask you about you?
Yeah. That's true.
And the only fucking thing she'll ask you about you is, are you married?
Is that? Yeah. You can start a good conversation though. But then when it comes down to that question,
Now
that's
you're
when
fucking
it's like,
creep.
you're like, shit. Yeah.
Did you see how that flipped on you? You started off as a nice guy. You were nice enough.
But now you're a creep
But now
because you're
you're
married.
a creep.
You had kids.
Man, you fucked up. You got shit fucked up, ladies. And that's just all the women. But the beautiful part about that is, it serves you right for one thing. They are not going to save you. You are going to save them. So wait for them to want you.
Isaiah 4:1.
Isaiah 4:1. And you know the beautiful part about it? Even though you have a bad attitude, you black women, you're fucking rambunctious. You got a big slamming body. You could be fucking 50 years old looking like a goddamn 20-year-old.
Especially, yeah, Judah, man. Judah be looking like that.
And that's the dangerous thing about you, because you'll be a fucking 80-year-old bitch looking fine, happy baby. You're not the wife.
Oh, hell, I'm watching this thing.
She'll be 30 and then her exit right
No more, you know?
And that's the sad part about it, because is the reason why we're in this situation. That's a big struggle right there. And you know, I'm not saying that I'm upset that there's only women that like me. It's not that. It's I'm upset that the devil is using men against me.
Going back to, garden, though.
And that's the last scripture we're gonna give before we end it. But let's go to Matthew 4 and let's get with the struggle. Now, this is the most intense struggle in the universe. the most intense struggle in the earth was between Jacob and the angel.
Yeah, this is Matthew 4:1. Then Yahushua led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
Shit. I don't know where he was at before that. But if you have a spiritual ear, listen to this. Wherever he was, an angel came, said it's time. Took him up, brought him for the biggest fight of his motherfucking life. The biggest fight of our life. Everybody, that's the biggest pay-per-view in the history of history. You ever see that fucking meme where white Jesus is arm wrestling the fucking devil?
Yeah, everyone's seen that, bro.
Everybody's seen that. But this is a real fucking thing. And it wasn't no white dude fighting no fucking devil. That would be two white dudes fighting. And we all know
Right?
two white dudes don't ever fight.
If you should have been on the other side too, on Jesus, bro.
And the only way you will see two white dudes fight is if one's an Israelite and the other one's an Edomite. So this is a big struggle right here because Yahushua is like, he was training. He was spiritually training for this. He's starving as fuck. But if I wake up hungry, don't even fucking talk to me. We might fight. That's just me being as a man. Can you imagine 40 fucking days and 40 nights?
And there was a pastor that tried to do that, motherfucker died even.
The motherfucker died.
You know what I mean?
You can't do that because
You're not Yahushua, you know?
yeah, and then this is the most important part because a lot of people, especially Muslims, they say, well, is he God? Yeah, he's God. He didn't fucking die. Yeah, that's just the bottom line. And there's a scripture that says, yeah, Yahushua made everything, but through his Father. So they're two separate things. Yahushua made everything. Yahushua, you have to worship Yahushua. He made everything through his Father. Or his Father made it through him.
Yeah.
Vice versa, you need one and you need the other.
Exactly, yeah.
So just imagine my son made everything in the universe.
Should get his respect.
Should get his respect.
He made all this crap, you know?
Should give him no respect. But we do. And what do we get? Fights.
Matthew 4:2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungry.
So that number represents what you want. You either want more money at a job, a better job, a newer car, a newer house, a place to live. Hey, you want a lot. You want a lot, but this way it ain't no thing to you. He'll hook you up a million times in a row. You won't think nothing of it.
People told me, you know, like told me that how about Shema will throw you a bone, you know? Once in a while he'll throw you a bone. Ever since he's being in his walk, yeah, he has it, you know?
Hell yeah.
You know, I remember this brother told me that, hey, like, you know, pretty much don't worry though, you know, he'll throw you a bone though, you know?
That's right.
He has.
And guess what? The Lord throws me bone after bone. But the biggest bone he throws is the understanding, wisdom, and knowledge that comes with this Bible. You know, you'll understand things. You'll know why you're struggling. And you'll know why everybody's looking at us wishing they could be here. Wishing they could be this brave. But it's not really a thing.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get that bone if you're looking for it, you know?
Yeah, that's right. And
You're struggling to get it.
Yeah, that's right. So let's say the bone I'm trying to get is another one. Well, there was, and Judah women always do this to me. They'll be like, "What's up, love?" Or, but I'm like, I'm supposed to be mad at you because you made me sin. But they'll be like, and then this one Judite lady, she was like, "Oh, can you help me find this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's over there." And she goes, I want you to walk over there and show me." And you know, the shirt I wear is kind of tight, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting muscles. I've been working out hard. That's because I've been struggling. I don't work out to make myself handsome and strong.
For vanity,
I work out because I'm fucking mad as fuck. I'm angry as fuck. I'm ready to fuck shit up. But I'd rather lift weights.
And just like how the dog keeps looking for that bone,
Man, that's a good point.
we got to keep looking for it, you know.
You see how this lesson is
Right,
rolling
when
out?
they're digging in that yard, huh? When they're looking in the yard, though.
But guess what? Caleb's name literally means dog. And you women will say, well, you're a fucking dog. 1, 2 women. Yeah, okay, I'm a dog, but guess what a dog is? A dog is loyal. A dog is faithful. A dog will love you forever.
Shit, when you open up the door and you have a dog right at the house, the motherfucker greets you before your own woman.
And then check this out. All you women that have male dogs, and are you gonna get mad at that dog for having sex with another dog, or another woman, female dog? Yeah. What do? You cut his nuts off. Poor dog. Yeah, we're dogs. And that makes you a bitch. It's fucking real. This shit I ever heard. Because guess what? I do want to be a house shot dog. My little tail wags every time I talk about it. And then my tail is my heart. I can have a bad day, but I'm waiting for my master to come. And let's say that a thunderbolt lightning hits, like the brother was saying, and fire starts. Well, my tail starts wagging because I know he did that.
That happened yesterday. Yeah, 5 woke me up 5 in the morning.
And you know what? I'm gonna just be honest with you. These black women make my tail wag too. Because I know you're telling me what you're telling me to build me up. But I'm not gonna go fucking make one and then be like, you'll say fuck yeah. You'll say fuck yeah, and then I'm in trouble. Now I gotta commit to you. Why? Because I'm a dog. But in a good way. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna fucking be loyal to myself and do it. Death before dishonor. You know, that's what a dog is virtuous about. Because you ever heard of a Malinois dog, a shepherd? The military dogs.
Military, yeah.
God damn.
Loyal as fuck.
Loyal as fuck.
Yeah.
They'll get fucking shot, blah, blah, blah. And you'll tell them to go do it, and they'll fucking do it. So now let's check out what Yahushua did. Because the Lord, his father told him to go do this. His father said, it's time for you to fucking struggle, my brother.
Matthew 4 and 3. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread.
Some bitch ass movie. Some bitch ass shit.
He really pretty much talking shit, you know? Like, oh yeah, you know? Talking shit to Yahushua.
Let me set you guys up. So Yahushua was like fucking hungry as fuck.
He knows he ain't gonna do it.
But that's his job, right? He has to do a good job. We have to do a good job. We have to put on a good show. So Yahushua was like fucking starving, man. And we all feel that. We all been hungry. You might even get dizzy. But not Yahushua. Yahushua is not a regular man. Okay? So the devil was like, man, you're the son of God. Make these rocks. Because he knew he could do it. Right? You know you can get money. You know you can get money. I know I can do it. But should you fucking do it? Should you fucking do it? The answer is, that's up to you. And the Lord will bless you.
Well, the answer is in the next verse. Because it says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High.
Oh, shit. Guess what? The Lord said you can do it. The Lord said you can fight the devil.
He said he don't want to eat food. You know, he wants to eat the word.
Right?
That'll make you stronger.
Yeah, because around, like I said, we can't get women, but it doesn't mean that we have to, that we need to. That's more like a want though, things like that though. But at the same time, like I said, we don't need to get the women though, you know?
Now, if you're like struggling, right, and the only way you can make it is by turning those stones into bread.
The devil was dealing with, he was actually tempting the Most High.
Yeah, because that's the Yahushua. Yahushua is like that.
He's like mocking him.
See, like a straight up when we don't have those people in our life, that's a big struggle. Now we're going to talk about the other one. The other one. Say it represents the other people. he'll be like, the weak man will watch you have a struggle with a woman, and then he'll wait for you to be able to go. He has a heart. He has this. He has that. But that nigga don't have shit. And then that stupid hoe will be like, oh man, you stupid. Listen, man, I'm trying to protect you. What the fuck, dude? Trying to convince you. Which would be my next scripture. But keep going.
After the war had won, the devil taketh him up into the holy city and set him on a pinnacle of the temple.
Hold on, I thought it was a tempter. But you said it was the devil. So was the tempter the devil?
Yeah, he had to have a chariot, man. So the devil has a chariot too.
Man.
Because he took him up, right?
Man.
He said he took him up. So, the devil has a chariot. Because even in the book of Job, the Most High asked him, like, where you been? He's like, I've just been going back and forth to the earthquake. So, even, angels on the right hand have chariots too. Guess what? So does the left hand. Yeah, so does the left hand. Because, that's the thing, though, because it's like, how did he take him up, though? And show him, like,
Yeah, because the Lord was like, where you been?
Yeah.
To and fro.
So I just want to get that clear, yeah.
That's a beautiful thing you said. And then the scripture also says he came down as a roaring lion to see who he could consume.
Yeah, exactly.
With what? Temptation.
Yeah.
Because that's all we need on that one. Now let's go to Genesis 3, and I'll get it started. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So, we started with this tough struggles. First tough struggle, Jacob versus the angel. The realest tough struggle, and it's at the end of the book, the ultimate struggle, Yahweh versus Satan. The easiest struggle for Satan was with the woman.
Yep, exactly.
God damn.
Because the woman goes with every spirit.
Yeah, woman's a fucking dummy.
That's why she's not supposed to eat of the tree, which represents the other nations.
But you're supposed to stick with them.
She went and meet with the other nations and listened to them, listened to their philosophies.
Now we're getting like less. Because what is our struggle? With the woman.
The woman, because I was watching the thing on YouTube, right? Jake, I guess he was like, he had what's called a homegirl, Mexican chick, right? So I guess he would hang out with her, right? And I guess her apartment was the spot where all the gangsters kick it at, right? Because I guess they were like Northern, red. And so I guess that was the spot, these gangsters would hide their guns and the couch and everything. And I guess so this woman, right? She had like red rags and wooden posters and shit, And I guess one day this guy came to her apartment, right? Because he wanted to see what was good. As in, he wanted to pop, right? So I guess that woman came out, right? She's like, oh, not right now. I told you to come tomorrow, And he's like, what the fuck? Why? And he's like, hey, can I just use the restroom? And I guess he's like, fuck, So she let him in. And I guess there was a dude in the room, right? And the dude was tripping. And he's like, okay. So he used the restroom. And I guess that dude that was in the room messing with her came out. And he happened to be on the other side, blue rag, So it was like a whole shit, type of thing. And then next thing you know, this woman started having like blue rags in her apartment and shit. So what I'm trying to get at though is like a woman is easily, yeah, But it's like you have all these guys, the red rags picking in their apartment. Now you're dealing with one guy, blue rag, and now you have shit.
You see how Yahweh Shai works? Right? He made my lesson. These brothers make my lesson easy. The woman is fucking easy to convince, except when it's righteous. You want to be my second wife? I'll protect you.
Can't convince the woman.
Hell no. You know how much? Do you know what it means? If I say that to you, if I say, you want to be my second wife, I'll protect you. You know what that fucking means? That means that angels are going to be sitting right there with you, waiting for shit to pop off, and the miracles are going to happen. But if you want to want to be special, perhaps one of my kids. Oh, now, gang of angels are going to protect that baby. Hey. But guess what? That is creepy.
Right? It went from a good, nice guy to creepy, Because all of a sudden,
You're, hey,
And then some women are so evil to take it to the point where like, well, he has kids, he has a wife, I'm gonna hold that collateral. And she thinks she has it right here because she can just be like walking by your wife.
You know what? Tell my wife. Fuck. I'll tell her. I'll tell her for you. You know what? I don't care. Tell her, you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. You wanna know why? Because that's just temptation doing its thing. And, you know, and women do that all the time. They'll hold shit against you.
Yeah, collateral. The collateral you against it that will affect you.
But you know what? I'm collateral damage. The Lord has broken me down to the point where I don't give a fuck about that. I don't goddamn what determines. Shit, I fought with angels. You know? Satan done fucking me up a bunch of times. You think I'm afraid that you're gonna tell my wife that I'm trying to hook up? I'm not trying to hook up with you. What are you gonna tell her? Or are you gonna tell her that I'm trying to be a good man and have kids with you and make you my second wife, like the Bible says? Oh yeah, that's gonna come out real nice the way you say it. And that will be the point, but it will not be the focus point. It'll be the focus point will be you're creepy.
But she's not gonna see it. Yeah,
she's not gonna see it. Like
yeah.
So how did Satan soften this bitch up? He said, "Yeah, have God said ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?" Did he really say that to you, or can you make up your own mind? Are you a strong, independent woman? Oh, that bitch is filled up in her head.
Oh hell yeah. And it's been shown, man. You know how easy it is for. It'd be like, hey, don't have Jake go get on food stamps, You'll get $800 worth of food stamps. You'll pay $30 for rent, though. But the thing is, you can't have the baby's father after living with you.
Because he's strong.
And let's say he's, giving her a hard time and using her to just kick her out. Come on, man. That's the devil, man.
So that's the point right here. The woman is easily corrupted. And there's a reason why the scripture is called the woman of weaker vessel.
Scripture says to be upon their rest. She's got to be
calm. If she was any smart or strong, or very strong and smart, she would realize it's a good thing to have two bitches. Because I don't want to be nasty or anything, but I'll rip my bitch out. Sometimes I'm like, and then she'll be mad at me for giving her a day wrong. She'll be like, oh, you don't like me. I'm like, you fucking idiot. You're over here complaining that it hurts. Dummy.
And it's been scientifically proven that when a man has more than just one wife, he lives longer. And it's the truth, though,
And guess what?
Science said it.
No matter what a woman thinks, or how this happens, you're going to have more than one wife. The Lord might look at this is science, proven science. So you look up the things like, do women have babies with men that already have babies? And the answer is yes. Because a woman that's intelligent, she's not going to have babies with a fucking idiot that doesn't know anything about handling business. She's going to instinctively want what's already there, right?
Yeah, that's why the younger women gravitate to the older man.
So if we go to Africa, we go to the eastern part of the world, that's how life is. But over here on the west, it's not. Because the woman was lied to. I got a Genesis 3:2, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. So she knows what's right. She knows what's right. But the next scripture said, and the serpent said unto the woman, you shall not surely die. And that's just a lie. I bet you if I would have said a lie, oh, me and my wife would divorce and blah, blah, blah. I just need someone to talk to. I bet you she would have said yes.
That's like saying, calling on Jesus Christ, you will not die.
And that's exactly the point. Because the good thing is bad for women. And the bad thing for men is good. So men don't want to struggle. And women want you to struggle, but they don't want to struggle.
Yeah, they don't want you. She don't want to be with you, but then she sees you happy with another woman. She don't want you to be happy.
And you always get in a fight when you're happy.
I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
Sirach 36 and 24. It says, "He that getteth the wife, he getteth the possession. A help like unto himself, a pillar of rest." So a woman, in reality, is just a possession, man. You know, she's just a possession. It's like you have a car, that's your possession. That you own that.
You can have more than one car. You have more than one car. How many cars have you had in your whole life? And you had one girlfriend, you had two girlfriends, you had three girlfriends. You already had more than one wife. She's just mad because she came along at the point she came along. Okay, that's a good thing that you thanks, I appreciate it. But you're taking it too fucking hard.
Yeah. It's like they're supposed to be the pillar of rest, right? But they're making it harder for
You
you.
know what a pillar of rest is?
Come to you.
When I'm having trouble.
But I said it, instead of coming to you, I'm trying to get the fuck away from you. Bitch, you know, like I'm trying to get the fuck away from you, bitch. But I'm supposed to be coming to you. Or you're supposed to come to me though, but you know, I'm supposed to be at rest with you being around. But bitch, I'm trying to get away.
A pillar of rest is like a sofa or a bed.
Exactly what it is. A place where you can relax. See those niggas right there? They're relaxing. They're relaxing in the death trap. Now, where can we relax? We can't relax nowhere. We can relax in the book. And that's my point. Because all the brothers say, let's so free of your bitch. But in reality, this place is something should be the side, the main course. The book should be the main course, the top one. And then you can have other things. Build yourself a structure. Because you're just doing what a good man is built to do. A good man is going to want to build. And that's just the fucking bottom line. That's the point of the lesson. A good man wants to build, but he can't build until he struggles. You can tell a lot about a man's character by the way he struggles. And you can tell a whole hell of a lot about a woman's character by the way she struggles. You know? I think we reached the point where we can wrap things up. I would just end it with this. There's a bunch of women out there. And if you study them, you see that they're not very smart. You know, my supervisor, she's a woman. And she'll be like, she said the most awful thing in the world. She said, I go on dates for food. But she's got a fucking kangaroo pussy. You know what is that? She's got and then the fucking pussy that's hanging down to her knees. God damn. But she's so fucking, she said I go on dates for food. I'm not interested in it. You know, because good men want to build. And you should build yourself up. I know you want to build a home. I know you want children. You want the things that a good man wants. He does that. But you gotta set yourself up for success. Have a strong foundation, which is the Bible. Because you're gonna fall head over heels for a bunch of women. Boom, like that. I promise you. You're not gonna be in control of it. Because your eyes will deceive you. You'll be like, God damn! Good. And then that's it for you. You're captivated. But if you have discipline, you'll be all right. Don't let that shit happen. Sure, you can say, oh my gosh, she's great. This and that. But do yourself a favor. Go talk to her. You'll find out she's not that great.
Yeah, I was going to say, find out.
you find out that she's the opposite of fucking great. She just looks great. Just like the brothers that fall off from the tree, when they look at the brothers that are preaching and prophesying on the street, they think that looks good, but they don't see the struggle. You know how much pain we're all going through? You know how much trouble we're all going through? You know how many jobs we fucking lost? You know how many fucking times we fell down? And then you'll join a camp, and you'll struggle one time, like that happened. Tim has said it better.
Glory to that affirmity.
So yeah, when you're getting fucked up, you're like, oh, thank you. And then Hebrews 12:5 says, he scourges every son he acknowledges.
He got me a bastard. Yeah, he won't be a bastard. Consider a bastard.
So guess what? You know what? And I know one day, you're gonna have more than you can chew.
Like sometimes you get a want to steam though, but like brother said though, you get it, and it's too much
Too much to handle. And I'll give you a good example. You want to be strong, right? You're like, man, I'm gonna lift weights. You don't fucking start off with 500 pounds on the bench press. You won't even rack down fucking support. You gotta start low. Build yourself up. The scripture says, give me food that which is pleasant. Give me milk. Sealed milk. That's something. Just imagine. You're working out. You're destroying your body. You're not gonna like working out.
Yeah, you're gonna that one time like I'm good.
I'm not doing that. That's too deep.
hard.
Well, you fucked everything up. Take it easy, bro. Okay, you start off slow. You're stronger. I want to look out, but you need rest. You gotta balance it. You gotta balance it. So fill your life with the scriptures. Because God gave us 12:5. This is very important.
Hebrews 12:5, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Kabashim outside, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Verse 6, for whom the Kabashim outside loveth, he chasteneth and scourge every son whom he receiveth.
So be glad.
That you going.
Be glad. Guess what? You're gonna get that girl. You're gonna get all those girls that you like. You're gonna get them. You're gonna get them fucking fresh. They might die on this side, but you're gonna get them as virgins in the next one. And you know what?
Be glad that you're a son of the Most High.
Be glad you're a son of the Most High, because struggle is what makes a man a man. Hey, remember the struggle between Jacob and the angel? That's what you have to know sometimes. See, the scriptures are full of Easter eggs. They're just fucking full of stupid shit. You're listening to fucking Satan. We'll say something like, "Who calls the white man?" And you'll get all in your feels, like a straight up business. Like a goddamn Edomite. The Edomites are getting their fucking feels. You see, Edomite at work, he was like, I can't find a certain beer in there. And I was trying to tell him, what kind of beer is it? And he would cut me off and say, can you at least let me finish? So finally I let that finish, and I had no respect for him because he was a straight up bitch. He said he was looking for non-alcoholic, and I was like, oh, it's right there. And he was like, can you at least let me finish the story? And I was like, wow, to jump over this fucking counter and kick you in the goddamn throat. But I didn't. And I put my hands on the counter like this, and I looked away from him, and I said, go ahead, finish your goddamn story. I didn't say goddamn story. I said, go ahead, finish your little story. And I told him the same shit. No, we don't have it. And he walked out like a little business complaining to his little fucking daughter. And he his daughter was like, what's going on? And then he's like, the dude didn't let me ask the question. Men cut each other off. The whole time we were doing church, we were cutting each other off. The spirit was cutting each other off. Don't be no fucking punk ass bitch.
That's the swords. The swords are just flying.
You better let me finish saying what I have to say. How about you go fuck yourself? See, if Yahweh scourges you as a son, that's an ass whooping. That's an ass whooping. That's an ass whooping. And I remember my dad used to whip my fucking ass so many times because I was bad. I got in fights. I got in trouble. I didn't try to get in fights and trouble. It's just the fucking, like, how you said, when Han said, just like a child is born knowing only light. Remember what we were listening to? Apostle Sahar said, yeah, Han said that. A child only knows light. We gotta take a shit. Oh, fuck. We're not gonna say, oh, God damn, I took a shit. Just know light. So, you gotta know yourself through your struggle. What is your struggle? Is your internal struggle inside? It's a whole bunch of shit. It's a whole bunch of shit. But this is a test. Because the Lord said, if you're fucking getting fucked up, it's because I love you. You don't yell at your fucking kid just because you want to be a bastard to him. You're disappointed in what he's doing. You don't want him to do that shit. You want him to act like a good man.
Our bodies are chains of darkness. Right. That's the struggle too.
That's a chain of darkness, man. Man, you get kidney hurts, you get fucking back pain, you get leg pain, you get all kinds of pains. But the body is a chain, right? Because the body is the one that wants you to eat, it wants you to sleep, it wants you to do the basic stuff. Like animals. It wants you to do shit. Oh my God, why do I got this odor? Oh, okay, that's a fine bitch. It's just a fucking animal. The chains of darkness. So you gotta fucking step out of the darkness to the light. Put that armor of God on. You know? You gotta change yourself.
You can't listen to the temper.
No. Because why? The woman is a good example of why not to listen to the temper. And that's basically my lesson, man. If you guys have anything else to say or bring up, you know, bring it up. Otherwise, we're gonna close up. We're gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, and peace and blessing to the whole family that stay strong. Enjoy your struggle.